Hi, my name is Bobby Sager, and I'm here with my co-host Cody Walsh, and this is our first episode of Steady Fire, a new talk show where we bring to you ideas that we've had over the course of the week, and we tell you our thoughts on them. The first thing that we're talking about this week is the new Apple release of the iPhone 6, the iPhone 6 Plus, and the Apple Watch. So what do you think about this new release that they just came out with?
I think it's really great for technology. The Apple Watch is a big new advancement in a whole different market of wearable jewelry. And personally, I wish I could get the iPhone, but looks like I'm going to have to wait till I get a new upgrade. How about you?
Well, I've actually got my iPhone 6 ordered already, and it's on the way right now, so I'm pretty excited about that. The iWatch is supposed to be slated to come out in 2015, I believe. So I'll have to see if I can save some money up to try to get that. But the one thing I did want to talk about was early in the stages of having the new iPhone out, I've been hearing people say that the iPhone 6 Plus, the large one, has been having issues with bending. Like they're putting it in their back pocket and sitting on it, and then all of a sudden they bring it out and their phone's broke. Or, well, not broken, but bent. So what do you think about that? Do you think it's like a real risk, or do you think it doesn't really impact you going forward and maybe buying that phone?
I don't think it's really that big of a deal. I mean, Apple is a big corporation. They really know what they're doing. They're going to correct the problem and the issue pretty quickly, and I don't really think it's anything to worry about.
All right. Now, looking forward, do you think there's any chance that you might get the iWatch? Because like when I saw the preview for it, I thought that it seemed like something pretty cool. So I think I'm going to look into getting it depending on the price.
Personally, I don't really wear watches, so it doesn't interest me. However, for the audience that it does interest, I think that the Apple smartwatch is definitely the way to go.
Now, the one last thing that I did want to talk about with it is iOS 8. I know that you've got a newer model iPhone than I do. Have you downloaded iOS 8 yet?
I did download iOS 8. I downloaded it right away. There's not much really different about it user interface wise, but there's a lot of nice touches, things that make things easier just all around the phone, and yeah, I really enjoy it.
I'm really looking forward to it. I only have a 4 right now that I got as a replacement, so I don't really think that I can't get it until I get my new phone in the mail. So the second topic we were looking forward to today was we had been talking a lot about classic video games recently. So one of the main consoles that Cody and I have both played a lot of since our childhood is the Nintendo 64. And I figured we could just go through some of our favorite games here. I'll start off by saying that one of my favorite games of all time, Super Mario 64, is awesome on that system.
Super Mario 64 is maybe the most classic Nintendo game of all time.
Yeah, I would definitely have to agree with that. It's a lot of fun, and you also have to look at the fact that the system's got classics such as the second Mario Kart, which was pretty much the one that brought it to the forefront for a lot of kids our age. GoldenEye was a great first-person shooter. That was a lot of fun, too. And then you got to look at Ocarina of Time, Zelda.
I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say that Ocarina of Time, that Zelda game, is probably the best video game that has ever been released.
I like it, but I don't know if I would go that far. It's a good one. I don't even know if I would consider it the best Zelda game. It's definitely a fun one. Definitely. And I do know that if we're talking about other ones here, that Mario Kart 64 has brought down quite a few friendships in terms of people we're friends with, too. That seems to be one that tears people apart pretty easily. It's a good one, though. Definitely a fun game and a must-own if you have the system. What else do you think would you consider a must-own that maybe we haven't mentioned yet?
Maybe Super Smash Bros. Did we mention that? Probably the best multiplayer game of the 90s.
I really can't. I can't disagree with that. The Smash is a great game, and I'm very excited to play the new one that's coming out for Wii U and 3DS. I've already got that pre-ordered, so I'm looking forward to that too. Now, how did you feel about one of the most controversial things about the N64 was the controller? How did you like it? Because a lot of people complained about it. I thought it was kind of cool.
You know, my older cousins had Nintendo 64s. That's how I got into it, and for some reason, all their controllers were broken in like half. I don't know, it was weird, but I actually enjoyed the controller. I thought it was really good. The only thing about it is that they break pretty easily.
And another one of the issues with like the hardware too is the joystick in it. Kind of like it's really loose and doesn't really operate.
Yeah, it gets really loose. A couple of mine broke off, but besides that, that's nothing when you're talking about such a great game system.
It definitely is one of the classics. Well, I think that's about all we've got for this week. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. We'll be with you again next week at 20CSTV.